Hi, I'm Seamus, and this is our production of Pomona.
I'm Aaron Tonks and I teach on HE Fine Art. The Pomona brief has been an amazing brief for the students to have a go at. And they've properly gone for it with real gusto. Just the themes that are within the play itself have allowed them to really explore different avenues with a lot of different through a lot of different fine art processes. I think the fine art contribution to it is really important because we've really got to help set the scene and set the stage. So the scale of the project is really important. It's been a huge challenge to create the amount of props and backdrops that are needed to fill in the space. But it's been amazing because it has allowed the students to work at a scale that they've never worked on before. I think what we do is really going to help the play be immersive. I think people should come to see Pomona because the project itself has allowed a number of different creative people to come together in what is essentially a fine art project. I've asked my students to actually look at this as if it's an exhibition, as if it's an exhibition in an art gallery, and treat it like that. That way, then the stuff they produce is going to have their own signature on it, says something about them.
I am Jodie Guest, I'm a programme leader, work here at Blackpool School of Arts. The graphic students have taken a great approach to the brief. They're really thinking about how this is like a commercial project, how they can sort of apply this in the real world in the future, trying to work collaboratively, trying to share out responsibilities, make sure that everybody's voice gets heard, but they're treating it like a real world job. They're sort of looking at this as their first collective project that's going to be seen by people outside of the organisation and sort of beyond their sketchbooks really. Some of the challenges that we've faced with the brief, certainly in graphics, is I guess managing getting work from other people as well, because there's a lot of reliance on other people providing assets for different things, for designs, for posters, that kind of stuff. I think they're quite used to working fairly independently, sort of in their own silos, on their own independent projects. So I think this has been a challenge in understanding that you have to be patient and wait for things from other people for you to be able to then fulfill areas of your own work. I think people should come and see Pomona for two reasons really. The main one because it's just like nothing I've ever seen before and nothing I've ever really heard of before as far as sort of theatre performances. And it's totally immersive and it's got this great experience, I suppose, for people to come and see, but also just because of the sheer amount of work that's gone into it, I think people should come and see it, really to just be able to give that credit to the students and everything they've put into it.
An HND course. So my involvement in Pomona is that I am one of the 5 students who have been creating the costumes. So the overall inspiration for all of the costumes were like the early 80s, slight 90s, rave culture and the Manchester scene. However, with the costumes that I've mainly been doing, I was looking at the actual characterization of the characters, so their personalities and what I think they would be like. I think that people should come and see Pomona because it is such an extraordinary just like collaboration of all of the courses at the uni, and we've all worked so hard to bring it together in the time that we've been given.
My name's Seamus Fox and I am the programme leader for immersive performance practice at Blackpool School of Arts. About 10 years ago, I think it was 2014 actually, I saw Pomona at the Royal Exchange in Manchester when I was a student many moons ago, and I was just awestruck when seeing it at the different styles and different ways to portray narrative that came across on stage that weren't conventional proscenium arch-based theatre. So I think the freedom that the script offers you, I really wanted to explore with the students and kind of give them freedom to play with. And that's why we chose Pomona. This has been one of the biggest projects I think we've ever done at School of Arts, let alone my department in performance. So it's been really wonderful, I think, although I am very tired. Now, I think that bringing everyone together, seeing everybody work, giving you guys the opportunity of collaboration and seeing how different disciplines operate but under the same brief. I think it's so useful as a tool, especially to prepare you for industry much better than perhaps than just through standard kind of lectures and seminars and what have you. So in terms of collaboration, I think it was really important, and I think it's been successful. A big challenge, I think, kind of going back to what I was saying earlier, is that we don't do this a lot. We don't do the big kind of collaborations. So normally it's just kind of been me and another person, another member of staff, doing everything with the students, and the students doing the set, and the students getting props and everything, and actually being able to just take a step back and be like, this is the aesthetic that we're going for, this is the feeling that we kind of want, and handing it over to a team. I think letting go was a big challenge in that I couldn't oversee everything, but I'm happy that I have done it now. People should come and see Pomona because the students of BSOA have put blood, sweat, tears and jizz into this show, and you will not experience anything like this for a long time. It's a wonderful, immersive experience that you'll take away with you. It delves into the nature of what it is to be human, and it's a sensory experience.
Hi, I'm Gareth Burns, and I will be playing Zeppo in Pomona. Zeppo is a mix of a comic and absurdity. He is kind of the crux, the leader and property manager of everything that's going on in Pomona, and doesn't want to get involved with what is going on in Pomona, but I think he knows more than he lets on. People should come see Pomona because it's very diverse piece. There's a bit of something in there for everyone. There's the absurdity of it. There's the horror aspect of it. There's the comic relief that goes in there. There's the drama and all the ebb and flow of that.
Hi, my name is George and I'll be playing the role of Gail in Pomona. Gail is, in my opinion, a troubled individual. Most people will think she is just evil, but I think it goes deeper than that. I think she struggles with unresolved childhood trauma as well as addictions, and it's manifested itself in many different mentally challenging ways. But to the average person, I think you'll just think she's a raging bitch, really. You should come and see this show because it's unlike anything you've seen before. It is immersive, and you won't just be sat in the audience. You'll be following us around and really being involved in our world that we're creating. And it's thrilling, it's exciting, and I don't think you'll forget it.
Hi, I'm Katie, and I'll be playing Charlie in Pomona. So Charlie is very much the comedic relief of the whole show. He's very childlike in nature. He's very inquisitive. It has aspects of the ADHD running through him. He's very out there, and everyone around him is constantly annoyed at him because he's constantly just loud and saying things that don't need to be said. And he's just he's like a little golden retriever, but he's so sweet, but he's a bit of a weirdo. I think people should come see Pomona because it is a play unlike anything else I've ever seen. It's so surreal, but because the story is so rooted in something that could happen and things that do happen in this world and things that happening worldwide, it gives you a chance to view it from a different perspective because the audience will be involved. They're there, they're following the characters around, they're exploring their world. And that's a way to find out that even though this isn't happening to me, it's happening to other people, and it gives you that understanding of how troubled all of this world is. It's also so funny and so heart-wrenching. There are so many moments that will make you laugh, moments that might make you cry. It's just such a whiplash of a play that I think everyone should just experience that once in their life.
My name is Taylor Clark and I'll be playing as Faye. She is a sex worker in Pomona who just has seen a bunch of stuff. She's got a life herself and she just stays Pomona for somewhat safety. People should come see Pomona because it's such an immersive and like involving show where you feel like you are walking the streets of Pomona, and that it's such a like almost like personal experience to feel when watching people do these like scenes.